Hi, Pat Huntoon here from Technique Junkies. Today we're going to be making this cute little sea turtle card that uses Nuvo Glitter Markers and a little bit of ink to create a sparkly and seaside background. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to start with the sea turtle. And this is the packaging for the Nuvo Glitter Markers. They come in 3 different sets. Ember Glow, which is the oranges and gold, and Northern Lights, which are the bright colors here, or the royal colors, I guess you'd call them, and the Midnight Shadows, which are the blue and the silver. Now, usually there are markers in here, but I actually took the markers out because I think you can see the colors a little bit better if I do that. So those are your 3 colors of the 3 different sets. These sets retail for $8.95 on the Technique Junkies site right now. They are $24.55 for the set of 3. And if you know one of the design team members, you can get another 10% off if you use one of their codes. So, and that's while supplies last. If you're looking at this further on down the line and we're out of them, I apologize for that, but that's for right now. So those are the glitter markers. And we're going to start with the sea turtle. All we're going to do is take this sea turtle and we're going to color it with the markers. Now I used a couple of markers from each set. I used the gold from the Ember set. I used the green from the Northern Lights set, and I used the blue from the Midnight Shadows set. I just thought it looked best with those colors together. So I'm going to start with the green marker, and I'm going directly onto the sea turtle here, and I'm just going to color him on the outside. So that whole outside of the sea turtle will be covered. I'm just going to color him in green. And I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but it even sparkles as you put it down. And this is it's not juicy in the sense that it's getting all over the place, but it's juicy enough that when we stamp, after I do all of this, we're still going to get a perfect juiciness out of here. We're going to use one that's been opened before. And I'm just going to put the gold in the center. I'm doing this as a make and take in a couple of shows this summer so that if you're in Florida, Raleigh, and you have a Friday night make and take, you'll be making this card. All right, so I'm going to use some silver, and then I'm going to pick a marker that's already been started and used. Oh, you can really see the silver on those bubbles there. It really shows up very, very, very well. I'm just going to put the silver all over that, and then I'm just going to, as a final touch, I'm going to put this on blue. Now, a lot of times when we put markers on a stamp, we add water to it to rejuvenate it. And we're going to do that in the second step for the background when we do the background, because we're going to use a little bit of the glitter markers in the background too. But with this, it's still plenty juicy enough. I'm just going around it a little bit. It's not an exact science, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going to place my pre-cut sheet here and stamp the turtle. I just want to get the majority of the turtle on the paper and give it a good stamping. So he turned out pretty nicely. I don't know if you can see all the glimmer there. It's really shimmery, but that's the sea turtle. And then we're just going to do his background. And with the background, I'm just going to take Salty Ocean Distress Ink, and I'm going all over the background on this. I'm just going to run it all over the whole thing. I'm going to run it lightly. And then I'm taking Mowed Lawn Distress Ink, just regular Distress Ink, and I'm going around the edges a little bit, kind of going here and there with it. And then I'm going to take my marker. I'm going to take, I think, a dark blue marker, and I'm just going to do the bubbles. And with this, a lot of this stamp gets covered up, so I'm only going to do it around the outside bubbles. I'm not going to bother with those inside bubbles because we're not going to see them anyways. I'm just going to put a little glitter on there. And then I'm going to spritz this one. And I'm really spritzing more for the Distress Ink than I am for the glitter markers. So that's been spritzed. I'm going to give that, stamp that real quick on a piece of white. And as I stamp it, it turned out pretty well. I really usually prefer to use a Misty to do that stamping. I'm going to trim that down because that will definitely drive me crazy to have those white edges on there. So I'm going to trim that down just a little bit with my old Creative Memories trimmer. Does anybody else have one of these? About 30 years old, I think. Not really, it's probably 20. I probably got this almost, I think it's my second or third one, maybe not. when I started with Creative Memories so many years ago in 2000. That was a long time ago. So I'm going to take the sea turtle and mount it on the sheet that I prepared. That is too big. I'm going to mount it on there very quickly. And then I'm going to trim that down quick. So that's mounted. And originally I was just going to do this and put it on just a blue background, which I thought was awfully pretty. And then I realized it needed something else. So that's pretty all by itself, right? But I think it needs something else. So what I did was I set up my mini Misty with a new stamp that's coming out next Friday that says, "Meet me where the sky touches the sea." And that's what we're going to use on this. So I'm going to put that in there. And I am going to use VersaFine Majestic Blue on this so it shows up with all those darker colors on there. I'm just going to hit it real lightly. And I've set this Misty up so that it should be perfect on here. Meet me where the sky touches the sea. I'm going to take this off. And then I have a second Misty set up for the inside of the card. So what I'm going to do is turn this inside out. Not that it matters, I could have used that side. And put this inside of my Misty paper here. And again, I'm just going to ink it with the Majestic Blue VersaFine. I'm going to hit it real quick with that, just to the inside. And this is with Advice from a Sea Turtle. Oh, I missed a little bit here. That's the whole point of having the Misty, right? And just go back over that. Oh. Go back over that again, since I seem to be having issues there. What is wrong with me? I'm going to do that 100 times. It doesn't matter. It's Advice from a Sea Turtle. Swim with the current. Be a good navigator. Stay calm under pressure. Be well traveled. Age gracefully. And spend time at the beach. So that's my inside. And now it's just time to put it all together. So I'm going to leave that open so that dries a little bit. Put that flat out and attach these two pieces together. So it's kind of shimmery. I don't know if you can see it with the lights here. And then I'm just going to put the sea turtle over the top, and this card is done. So we have a pretty little 5-minute card that is sparkly, has tons of sea colors on it, and it's just really, really adorable. Thank you for stopping by today. I hope you've enjoyed watching this card being made, and I hope you will stop by again soon. Thanks a lot. Bye now.